Hi, thanks so much for listening in to this Soul Priority update. Some of you know that I have a background in the toy industry, and actually, my company is kind of going out of a dormant state because an Asian manufacturer has shown interest in one of my former products. And so I've been in negotiations with them, and in the process, I've been sitting down with my patent attorney and actually had breakfast with them a number of months ago in Burr Ridge, and we just talked about what the licensing agreement would look like. And in the process, a young woman who was waiting on us, who had jet black hair and black outfit and black fingernail polish, black lipstick, and some facial piercings, who looked like she was really going to be kind of harsh, turned out to be a real sweetie. And in the process of talking with her, she said, "Oh, she goes, I have this great tip for you." She goes, "I know how to make a no drip peanut butter and jelly sandwich." And she went on to explain how to do it, and it was genius. It was really amazing and so fun and so simple. So we had breakfast, and at the end, we were getting ready to leave, and she gave us the bill, and she said, "You owe me a tip." And I was like, "Wow," thinking to myself, "That's pretty bold." And she goes, "No, no, no, not money." She goes, "I gave you a tip about the no drip PBJ. You need to give me a tip." I was caught totally off guard. I didn't know what to do. My patent attorney's looking at me. He didn't know what to do. And like this, I just knew that God had opened a door for her, that he wanted to tell her how much he loved her. So I said, "I've got a tip for you." And she was, "What is it?" And I said, "There's someone who loves you so much that no one could possibly explain it to you. I can't explain his love. There's no church that can explain his love. There's no pastor or priest that can explain his love. You can't even read a book about his love. It's so amazing." I said, "The only way to experience his love is to do it for yourself. You have to have the courage to say, 'Show me how much you love me.'" And I said, "And that love is the love of Jesus." And I said, "He loves you so much, he would rather die than not have you experience his love. In fact, he did die so that you can experience his love." And I just stopped there. And my patent attorney goes, "Wow, I bet you didn't think you were going to hear that today." And she turned around. She said, "No, I didn't." She goes, "But that's the most beautiful thing anyone has ever told me." Well, I tell you this because obviously I didn't lead her to Christ. I didn't even know what her relationship with Jesus is, if she had one or not. But I do know this, that whatever was said actually moved her closer to Christ. And I was at work, technically. I was on the job. I was having breakfast with an attorney, but I was conscious of working in the light. I was conscious of knowing that every opportunity is out there for me to represent Christ. And in that, God opened up the door to this young woman to hear all about his tremendous love for her. So that's a little bit of what work in the light looked like in my life just a number of months ago, and an encouragement to what it would look like for you. So I hope you get excited by that. I hope you're stirred by that. I also want to ask you to go ahead and pray for a couple of things. One is I'll be speaking at a business talking about shepherd leadership in November. And then in January, I'm going to be doing a series at a church on Psalm 23 and the makings of a healthy culture that's found in that short psalm. So I'd like you to pray about those two things. And if you would, add a third thing, and that is the manuscript from the materials that I've created for Work in the Light are now sitting at a couple publishers being evaluated. So if you would pray along with me that those things would those materials would actually be be printed and published, and that God would use me in those other two opportunities. Thanks again for listening to this update, and may the Lord bless you. Until I talk to you again, work in the light.